Steffon Diggs ain't like that. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Steffon, stay out of Offset way, man. Offset's gonna send a blitz on you. Stay out of his way, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It don't even sound like you like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, yeah, maybe Offset can't fuck with Lil Baby in them, because them 4PF niggas, they were killers in Crash House. But you're a football nigga, bro. You gotta worry about your 40-yard dash, bro. He get 40 niggas to beat your ass till you dash out the club. Yeah, trust me. Yeah. Offset gangster for you. That's a fact. Offset waiting to catch you, nigga. We're gonna see your 40 time, okay? Yo, let me tell you this. What's his nigga name? Steffon. The best advice I could give you, start hanging with Lil Baby. Maybe that could be some protection for you.
Yo, what's good, fam? Your boy's back with another unbelievable narrative that's causing absolute chaos online. We're discussing Offset, Cardi B, and the NFL star Steffon Diggs. And let me tell you, this situation is more chaotic than any reality TV program. We're seeing infidelity scandals, legal battles, spiteful actions, and now physical conflicts at Miami strip clubs. This is next-level drama that you couldn't possibly invent. So, let's analyze everything for you all. First, let's go back and talk about how this all started. Offset and Cardi B's relationship has been turbulent since day one, but the final breaking point occurred when Offset simply couldn't stop being unfaithful to his wife. We're not talking about one or two mistakes. This man was repeatedly cheating on Cardi B throughout their entire time together as a couple. The numbers are shocking when you truly consider it. Offset was unfaithful to Cardi multiple times. We're talking at least 5 or 6 confirmed events that became public knowledge. There was the entire issue with Cuban Doll, then the controversy involving Summer Bunny, and don't even get me started on all the Instagram models and random women who presented proof. This man behaved as if he were single while married to one of the biggest female rappers in the industry. Cardi attempted to salvage the relationship, y'all. She genuinely tried. She took him back several times, tried to keep the family intact for their children, but Offset just continued to disrespect her repeatedly. Finally, Cardi declared, "I've had enough," and filed for a divorce. She was finished with the deception, the infidelity, and the constant shame. But here's where it gets truly outlandish. After Cardi left him, Offset had the audacity to take her to court, attempting to claim a large percentage of her earnings. This man actually tried to argue that he made Cardi famous and that he was entitled to a portion of her success. Can you even believe that? Offset was out here acting like Cardi wasn't already well known before they got together. Like bro, Cardi was already progressing in the industry. She had her own fan base, her own determination, but this man honestly thought he could go into court and say, "I created the person she is, so I deserve half of her income." The level of self-deception is unbelievable. The court battle quickly turned ugly. Offset was attempting to portray himself as some sort of mentor who transformed Cardi into a superstar, when in reality Cardi's success resulted from her own skills, her own hard work, and her own personality that people adored. She didn't need Offset to make her famous. If anything, being with him and dealing with all his baggage probably hindered her. So while Offset is in court trying to seize Cardi's money, Cardi moves on and begins seeing NFL star Steffon Diggs. And let me tell you, when this information surfaced, the internet went completely wild. Here you have Cardi B, one of the biggest names in hip-hop, connecting with an NFL wide receiver who's earning millions and actually understands how to treat a woman, right?
What about that TD Jakes? Oh my God, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. The fuck I'm talking about. TD Jakes. That's what I'm talking about. Bring that shit home.
Steffon Diggs represents everything Offset is not. He's accomplished independently. He possesses his own wealth. And from what is visible, he genuinely respects Cardi. The man was appearing to show her support, treating her with the reverence she deserves, and not humiliating her constantly with cheating scandals. But Offset, man, Offset couldn't accept this. You could observe him losing control on social media, releasing subtle posts, attempting to get Cardi's notice. This man was truly upset about Cardi moving forward with someone who was actually beneficial for her. He began creating music inspired by the situation, directing insults at both Cardi and Steffon in his songs. Now here's where Cardi truly displayed her spiteful nature, and frankly, I support it. Y'all know how it is when you're finished with someone, you start performing minor acts just to irritate them. Well, Cardi elevated this to an extreme level. She gave Offset's son the identical haircut as Steffon Diggs and shared the photo on social media. Now, to some observers, this might seem merely like a haircut, but we all recognize Cardi's intention. She was sending a distinct message loudly and clearly. Your son is going to resemble my new partner, and there's nothing you can do about it. Offset lost all composure when he saw this. He took to social media declaring that trolling with my kid leads to bad outcomes. And now when someone dies for messing with my son, then call me the crash out. This man was genuinely threatening violence over a haircut, but we all understood it wasn't actually about the hair. It was about the insult, the message Cardi was conveying, and the fact that she was progressing without him. This haircut incident significantly intensified the tensions between them. Offset was already angry about Cardi being with Steffon, but now she was involving his son in the pettiness, and that pushed him past his limit. You could see him becoming increasingly aggravated on social media, and it was evident that a confrontation was inevitable.
You and Cardi B? Nigga, we're gonna see you do, you're gonna run a route, you're gonna run a post route for the ages, nigga. You gonna run a post route out the club for the ages. We don't know you to be tough. Offset, I see them falcon punch niggas. He gonna step on. He gonna violate. I'm telling you.
Just when you believed the situation couldn't become more complex, Cardi and Steffon revealed they were expecting a child together, and not just any child, but a boy. Steffon unintentionally mentioned it during an interview, stating he was eager to have him do push-ups and sit-ups and run around. This pregnancy announcement drove Offset completely insane. Here is his ex-wife, the mother of his children, having a baby with another man. And not just any man, but an NFL player who's younger, wealthier, and seemingly treating her better than Offset ever did. Offset began going even harder in his music, releasing lyrics like, "How are you married and still having a baby? Hey, seek some assistance. B-word, you are losing control." He was labeling Steffon a step down, saying, "How the fid do you trade Jordan for Rodman?" But everyone could see through his facade. This man was wounded and aggressively reacting. The astonishing detail is that this might be Steffon's first son out of all his children. Rumor has it he's a father to 4 kids with 4 different mothers, and he's been desiring a boy. So, when Cardi delivered that son for him, that strengthened their connection even further, which likely made Offset even angrier. Fast forward to when Cardi gives birth to the baby. The entire internet was celebrating with them, posting congratulations, sending well wishes to the new family. Meanwhile, Offset is still on social media displaying bitterness, still refusing to sign the divorce documents, still attempting to get Cardi's attention by any means necessary. But Cardi and Steffon, they were enjoying their best life. New baby, content relationship, both of them thriving in their individual careers. Cardi was radiant, expressing how happy she was, how supportive Steffon was being. It was everything her relationship with Offset had lacked. So when the time came to celebrate Steffon's birthday, they chose to spare no expense in Miami. We're talking about an entire birthday weekend. Elegant dinners, parties, the full package. And of course, what is a Miami birthday celebration without visiting the strip clubs? This is where the situation reached its climax, fam. Steffon Diggs is out celebrating his birthday at RapTrap, which is one of Miami's most frequented strip clubs. Cardi B is present with him, supporting her partner, and enjoying the moment. Everything is proceeding smoothly until guess who chooses to appear? That's right, Offset. Now, according to numerous accounts and fans who were there, Offset arrived at the club fully aware that Steffon and Cardi were inside. This was not a chance encounter. This man had a clear objective. Security at the entrance attempted to prevent him from entering. They likely knew that conflict was about to erupt, but Offset was insistent on gaining entry. One witness reported that security ultimately gave in. They allowed Offset to enter. So, despite their best efforts to maintain order, Offset succeeded in getting inside the venue where his ex-wife was celebrating with her new man.
Steffon Diggs ain't like that. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Steffon, stay out of Offset way, man. Offset's gonna send a blitz on you. Stay out of his way, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It don't even sound like you like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, yeah, maybe Offset can't fuck with little baby in them, because them 4PF niggas, they were killers in crash house. But you're a football nigga, bro. You gotta worry about your 40-yard dash, bro. He get 40 niggas to beat your ass till you dash out the club. You trust me. Yeah. Offset gangster for you. That's a fact. Offset waiting to catch you, nigga. We're gonna see your 40 time, okay? Yo, let me tell you this. What's his nigga name? Steffon. The best advice I could give you, start hanging with little baby. Maybe that could be some protection for you.
What happened next is where things truly become unbelievable. According to fans who were on site, there was definitely some type of physical altercation between Offset and Steffon once Offset gained entry. Now, Cardi later took to social media, claiming that was totally false, trying to deny that anything occurred. But we all understand how this works. When celebrities wish to keep something private, they refute every claim. Here's the factor that makes this situation so hazardous. Offset and Steffon have entirely different stakes involved here. Offset is a rapper who has already navigated multiple scandals. His group Migos disbanded, and his individual career isn't exactly groundbreaking. In many respects, this man has nothing to forfeit. But Steffon Diggs, he stands to lose everything. This man is an NFL player earning millions of dollars, and the NFL takes a very firm stance when their players get tangled up in violent incidents. One misstep, one assault charge, one event that damages the league's image and his career could be terminated. The NFL maintains strict conduct policies, and they've suspended athletes for far less than engaging in fights at strip clubs. Steffon is aware of this, which is probably why he is trying to avoid conflict and just live his life. But Offset is prepared to risk everything over Cardi, and that makes him volatile. What we are witnessing from Offset is pure desperation. This man ruined the best relationship he ever had because he couldn't stop cheating, and now he's observing her happiness with someone else. That must be agonizing on a level that most people cannot even comprehend. But instead of accepting the loss and moving forward, Offset is doubling down on the erratic behavior. He's issuing threats on social media, showing up at locations where he knows Cardi and Steffon will be, and essentially behaving like a man who has lost his grip on reality. The truly unfortunate part is that Offset is a father. He shares children with Cardi, and instead of focusing on being the best possible dad he can be and co-parenting peacefully, he's out here acting like a teenager dealing with a breakup. His kids are going to see all this drama when they get older, and that's not a positive image. This entire ordeal demonstrates what happens when someone cannot acknowledge that they destroyed something good. Offset had Cardi B, a gorgeous, successful, devoted woman who was willing to build a life with him and bear his children. But he squandered it all for random women who held no importance to him. Now, he's watching Cardi achieve genuine happiness with someone who treats her correctly, and he cannot bear it. Instead of learning from his errors and striving to be a better individual, he's choosing aggression and conflict. The difference between Offset and Steffon couldn't be starker. Steffon is concentrating on his professional life, treating Cardi with respect, and establishing a family with her. Offset is fixated on the past, making threats and behaving as if he is still entitled to Cardi's attention simply because they share children. In the end, this situation is far from resolved. Offset is clearly not prepared to let go. And as long as Cardi and Steffon are happy together, he's going to continue to lash out. The question is, how far is he willing to go? Steffon needs to exercise caution because he has significantly more to lose than Offset does. One incident, one argument, one moment of losing his composure, and his NFL career could be finished. Meanwhile, Offset is behaving like a man with nothing to forfeit, and that makes him unpredictable. Cardi deserves to find happiness after everything she endured with Offset. She found someone who treats her well, and she shouldn't have to tolerate her ex-husband appearing and causing chaos everywhere she goes. This entire situation is a disaster, and it's likely to worsen before it improves. But one thing is certain, the internet will be monitoring every development, and we'll be here to analyze it all for you all. What are your thoughts on this situation? Is Offset wrong for not allowing Cardi to move on peacefully? Should Steffon have handled the events at the club differently? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for additional celebrity drama breakdowns. Until next time, stay safe out there, fam.